Hi, I'm Michael Ann Valterra, and I'm the director of the Women's Earning Institute, where we empower women to earn what they're really worth. I'm also the writer of the blog Savvy Women Earning, the Savvy Businesswoman's Path to Prosperity. What I'd like to look at is the question, how much money should I charge? And really what I want to talk about is, why should you charge at the top of what you can command? Why should you charge, frankly, a lot of money? I know a lot of us like the idea of charging a lot of money, but really, why is it important to set your fees correctly to begin with? So here are 3 things that I want you to ponder. The first reason why it's really important to set your fees high to begin with is that all of your future fee hikes, all your future raises in your fee are based oftentimes on where you start. Remember when we were in the salaried world and we negotiated our salary when we started the job, or many of us simply accepted what we were given, but at any rate, all of our future raises were based on what our starting salary was. And so it feels similar in the self-employed world. If you set your fees too low to begin with, it can be very frustrating because when you raise your fees, you're raising them in all likelihood based on what your fees were to begin with. So that is very important to think about when you're setting your fees. It's just going to impact you a lot in the future. The second reason to charge appropriately and to charge what I would say is potentially a lot of money is because people judge you based on what you charge. The reality is, if you are setting low ball fees, if you are not charging a lot of money relative to what other service providers around you are charging, you may think that people feel, oh, she's a great deal. But the truth is, they're also judging you based on, can she be that good? Maybe she's desperate, maybe she's brand new. People assume that expensive things are good quality. That's not necessarily true, of course, but we often assume that an expensive bottle of wine must somehow be superior, or really expensive cheese must be better than the cheaper cheese. Again, that's not necessarily true, but whether people are aware of it consciously or not, when you charge appropriately, when you charge a high fee, people assume, wow, she must be really good at what she does. So I want you to think about, what is the message that your fee conveys? If you have a low fee, what does that tell people? The last thing I want you to think about is the reason it's important to set your fees high enough to begin with is perhaps the most obvious reason of all. If you do not charge enough money, you're not going to make enough money. And if you do not bring enough money in your business, how are you going to live your life? You'll feel very deprived, it will sap all of your energy, you're going to work really hard, not make a lot of money, have to see a lot of clients, do a lot of work for not enough money. And eventually, you won't be able to support your business and you'll have to go back to working in the 9-to-5 world. My suspicion is that you would like to stay self-employed. So I want you to think carefully about charging appropriately. If you need help with this, I wrote workbooks on how to help you set and raise your rates and feel great about it. And if you would like those, you can go to ratesettingtoolkit.com, ratesettingtoolkit.com. Thanks.